Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my future video content. And yeah, have you ever wondered what what I play when I'm not making videos, or just, on downtime, or when I wouldn't say when I'm necessarily bored, but usually yeah, this is my guilty pleasure, if it were. I play Gems of War a lot. I've been playing it for quite a while, and what I find really dumb about it is I'm playing it on my Xbox One. My Xbox One does a lot of things for me. It plays movies. It does little, what I consider mobile games like this. But yeah, I play this game pretty heavily. And I mean, it's a cool game. It does hold my interest, but a lot of what I like about this game is the fact that it is, how do you put that, accessible. It there isn't a lot of big heavy thinking really involved, and like if you want to just kind of chill out and not necessarily watch colors, because I mean I'm not in that frame of mind, if that makes sense to you, to just sit there and stare at colors and whatever. But yeah, I definitely do like to play this game, and they do have guilds, which are cool. You can get a group of 30 people, fighting for one task. I've recently changed guilds though, because I was in one that was, at the time that I joined it, it was kind of, but not like overly, and I would play, and turns out, so like when I'm just on day I can't sleep or something like that, I'll just pop this on and play a few rounds, and just I'm still casual with it. Let's just put it that way. But over the years or two that I was with that guild, we're getting even more casual, to where basically nobody was playing, and it's just kind of weird, because like when you're in a guild, like every day I log in and see those keys that I just did to unlock people and things. You get a bunch of those because people are constantly going in and doing these tasks. Basically, you spend gold and you can get, they've really upped these. Yeah, Dragon Empire is the new guild that I'm in, and they're cool. They're very active, even though I think there's only about half of them that are active. They're actually pretty cool. But I'll tell you, the one of the bigger things that I like to do in here, and this is going to be just dumb, but they have this mini game called Treasure Hunt, and here's another one of those deals where it's like the game updates while you're playing it. This sold me on this game because basically you get, 15 turns, and you try to get as much treasure as you can, but I mean, obviously the name of the game, you match 3, and that'll take your turn, but you match 3 and you try to upgrade your treasure. If, however, you do this where you've got 4, you don't lose a turn, and if you can get it to do 5 or more, not only do you not lose your turn, but you gain an extra turn. So that intrigued me immensely, and I would do like runs of this. Extra turn. So pop that up. So I mean, I was doing like 70, 80 turns per game. And with this one, what I learned is you just have to kind of be patient with it. And I mean, you get a lot of like gold. You get souls, which is another type of currency. You get what is that? Honor. Is it honor? There's like 3 different types of currency plus keys that you get. And the keys basically, hold on a second. Sorry, I thought that was important, stupid telemarketers. Sometimes I get a call, it's like from a doctor, and I'm like, well, yes, what am I doing here? Nope. But anyway, back to the game here. Yeah, I play this a lot, like, probably a little more than I should. Some days I just, honestly, I'm not in the mood to play anything, which sounds dumb because, you know, okay, I don't necessarily do YouTube for a living, I'm not really making money at it, but, you know, I do. Sometimes it's like, well, you know, what do I want to play? Well, I'm not in the mood to play this, I'm not in the mood to play this. This is the equivalent of, like, daytime TV. It's like, you can kind of, well, almost shut your brain off. I mean, obviously, you have to turn your brain on to do most of the puzzles, but this one, it's like, I can relax. I just have a nice, relaxing, you know, just matching game. Like I said, the way I like to play, though, I like to make this treasure hunt last as long as possible. So I will sit here and actually do like the 4 and 5 matches. Sometimes I'll have to stop myself. It's like, well, wait a minute. Well, let me see what kind of combo here. But you know, it depends on how relaxed I want to be. Because I mean, you can play this and just be like, okay, 3, done. But yeah, if you take some time and just stop and relax and pay attention to the puzzle, you can sometimes get it to work out to where you might get 100 moves. One time I got into the 90s. I almost got to 100. I'm like, wow, that was like my best game ever. But yeah, this is just like a side game. And when I started playing, this was almost readily available. Like the minute I started playing, you'd like, oh yeah, here you have to get treasure maps. You know, when you're exploring their ways they have to play in the game. You have Explore and you have PvP, which honestly I don't really care for the PvP in this, because it's not actually PvP. It's you have troops. You basically, like, this is like a card collecting game and a puzzle game, and so you collect cards that are troops that have different powers, and as you match colors, you gain magic or mana or you know, basically power to do their specials. And you can put together different types of teams, and you can do like what they call Explorer, which is you against the AI, unlocking. They have different towns or, you know, realms or however you wanna. I mean, really, they're like towns. And you've got different things like that you can do. But the PvP on this, basically you put together a team, and you're like, okay, this is my PvP team, and this is what I want to guard with, and then the computer will play that for you. The computer plays different than I do, because my favorite team on this, and a lot of people that play this game don't like them. My favorite team is Goblins, and I mean, I don't want to say I've gotten all the Goblins, but I've worked really hard at building up my Goblin team to be something that is, you know, worth playing. The computer can't play them worth crap. I mean, that's just, in all honesty, it does not play the way I play, and therefore it will not ever win. Now, I'm not saying I win a lot with my, well, I do win a lot with my Goblins, but, you know, there's just certain times where the puzzle is just not good to you. And, yeah, like right now, I'm at 46. See, I get to talk, see, you get talking, relaxed. I'm very relaxed, but not necessarily playing this at my A level, you know? Yeah, okay, we'll get a bigger chest. Here we go, extra turn. Another extra turn. Yeah, I've been down to like 2 moves before and gotten all the way back up to like 15. So it's fun. It's very fun. But yeah, if you ever wonder, like, what does he do on his downtime? This is it. I'm sad to say, but it is. A lot of people be like, man, why do you play, you know, it's kind of, this is almost like versus Fortnite when you talk to people who are like, man, you play that mobile game? Like, it's very relaxing. Between this and on my phone, I've got Merge Magic. Okay, let's just put it this way. I have a lot of what people would consider downtime due to my health issues. And sometimes I just can't sleep, so if I... Oh, dang it! I saw that 4 before. It's like my hand went boop, and I moved too quickly. But again, I gotta slow down, pay attention to my puzzle. But yeah, this right here is what sold me for this game. But yeah, Merge Magic I can play for like ever in a day. I will probably fall asleep holding my phone. Yeah, that's terrible to say of it. It's almost true. But anyway, like I was saying with this game, this treasure map. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I know what. Yeah, that one's over. See, then like as you upgraded your treasure, you can collect what's in it, and on the side there, the rewards. That's kind of the bigger the treasure chest, the bigger the time you have to get treasure, and then you get these trade stones and what they call glory. And okay, there's 4. So back to my story on this. When I started playing this game, this particular mini game that's in it, you could do it from day 1 as long as you had the treasure maps, which I have over 1,000 because there was a very long stint where I didn't play this because I was kind of bored with it, and I would just go in, I would log in, do like my daily things for my guild, and then leave, and I've got over 1,000 treasure maps, so I could play this non-stop and just probably never run out. Because sometimes in this you get treasure chests or treasure maps. So that was all fine and dandy. Well, then the game upgraded, and that chick on the left, I forget her name, but she's actually in the game, and you can get her as a playable card. They made it to where you couldn't play this treasure chest or treasure hunt game unless you went and unlocked her kingdom, which is, the city. And basically, I mean, they made it to where you had to go and do like these quests to unlock her and unlock the story and whatnot, and before you could play this. So here I was, playing this, and then they took it away. And I'm like, wait a minute, and I had to go through this whole big rigmarole. I mean, yeah, it's kind of fun to learn the lore, but to take away what I basically call, like just a starting mechanic, a starting minigame, just because, oh, well, we want you to unlock that. I mean, that was kind of a jerk move. It really was. But yeah, I unlocked it, and then I played a few rounds. I'm like, man, why did I go through the work of bringing this back? But do I want to do that though? Yeah, what the heck? We'll give her a go. See, usually what happens when I start getting to where I don't have good matches, I like to go a little deeper, so that you can get some of your stuff down here moving, but it chain reacts, which I think most people playing puzzle games understand that. Don't mean to be explaining like simple things, but yeah, I would definitely say if you haven't played this game, it is free to play. And obviously they do have bundles of, loot that you can buy, but this is a free game for me. I don't, if you've watched my channel and heard me complain about things for long enough, on free games, I don't normally put money into them. Because I use them for what they are. They are free games. And I will play them if I have fun with them, just like Warframe. I will play that probably forever and get the fun out of it that I have fun with. And that'll be about it, because, I mean, honestly, there are days where the grind is just... I will put a game up for a month or two, and then I'll come back to it if I got some, if I start having fun with it again. But, it's just one of those things. It's like, I'm bored with it right now. And I can't imagine people putting, tons of money into that just to move on. Because, I mean, that game, you will eventually move on. It's like every other game. You don't, like I was telling people a long time ago when I used to play Warcraft, it's like, the Warcraft thing, but eventually, you know, you're gonna get bored with it and you're gonna move on and find something else you like, and that's just the nature of gaming, because you're always looking for a new challenge, and you know, you don't want to keep playing the same game for 20 years. Although there are some people that do. But, you know what I mean. You know, you get a new challenge, like, hey, yeah, let's try out that new challenge, and then you may, some weeks, months, years before you come back to a game, and you know, it's still fun, but you're like, oh yeah, I remember when I quit playing the grind. But yeah, and I mean, you can play, I like playing this with my directional pad, because, I don't know, the stick feels looser. I feel like I got more control over my directional pad. Yeah, it's just personal preference, I don't know. Could just be because, you know, I spent so many years as a teenager playing like the regular Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and those were all just directional pads with no sticks. Maybe just, I don't know, subconsciously it feels comforting. But, 48 moves on that one. So yeah, on my average, if I'm not thinking about it, I'll get like 40, 50 moves. Alright, I got a few pieces of treasure there, oh, I'll buy that, no thank you. I'm saving up my event keys. I can buy McLaurin ones up. But yeah, you get keys for treasure chests and they give you new people. But let's see. Of course, then you go into your troops. You can make names. This is my goblin. This guy I just added for boss fights. Or was it, towers, yeah. You have these different things you can do with your guild. Sometimes you can take down a tower. It's my Goblin Queen. It took me forever to get her. And then I finally maxed her out using some orbs, which are things that help you, you know, get them extra up. What I like about the goblins, though, because they're like I said, they're my favorite. Same thing I like about the goblins, the same thing I like just about that. As long as it's like 4 and 5 matches, playing the game anyway, if you get a 4 or 5, you get an extra turn fighting your ally or your enemy. Special, that's usually when you're a goblin, use a special, you get an extra turn. So in theory, you could keep your turn going. I have had matches before I was a person because shield stripper, but get a goblin team together and you get enough. The other team never got a have them all defeated before then, but that's usually you know, the smaller levels. Now here's your PvP. You got rank, casual, stats, defender, you got leaderboard. I don't like to usually play that. What I like to do is I come in here to the guild. Right now we're doing raid bosses. Yesterday. This guild has actually been pretty awesome. They've been collecting quite a few things. They are on it. My hat's off to Yuki here. I've never seen somebody get 26,000 in this, even with my other guild that would play on occasion. Yeah, I've got 2 points and I'm not doing well. We'll collect all those though. Alright, so yeah, just for fun here, I will run one of these, and I am using I'm not using my goblins because they have rules. This particular battle I can only use troops that were from the Mists of Scales kingdom, which is, you know, they have groups, so basically you're using like reptiles. What I would consider like swamp, you know, snakes, lizards, naga, those are like snake men. But so far this is my favorite weapon. Eliminates all armor from an enemy. It deals 16 damage to them, but I gain all of the armor that I strip from them as attack. The only problem is, if they kill me, I'm pretty much SOL. But what I like to try to do, first off, yeah, I have some potions because of this particular combat style. But I like to go in and strip as much armor off as possible. That's like my first priority. So you get your, you get your special. Don't get extra turns. You guys don't need extra turns. 70% of the time I win. But okay. Now, normally I'd use my special, but if I do that, they're just gonna hit me. So I'll just take care of those skulls. And hey, I got an extra turn. Alright, so we're going to strip some armor. Go over the strongest. So take that 63 and add it to my attack. Of course, you get an extra turn. That boss at the bottom, he devours, so once he gets powered up, he's basically going to kill one of my people. And I have to get that out of here. Now, I don't see anything that's a threat right now, so I will use this, which attacks the weakest enemy and poisons them. This is a threat, so I'll take that guy out with my extra damage. Let's see, then I got this. One of these tree guys will do. There you go, poison you. And now we gotta work on getting my... Oh, stop that. Oh, what's that? You wanna hit the boss? Okay. That's my boss killer. Yeah, he does a decent amount of damage. Ooh, yeah. Combos. Give me some chain. Okay. Now I really, really want to get my top guy, so I want to focus on red and brown. So, yep, you're gonna hit me. Ouch. That wasn't so bad. Oh, I really want to do this red, but if I do, it's gonna make it to where he gets 3 skulls, and that's a pretty powerful skull. So I'll do this one. Kind of, I did it anyway. See that the puzzle. Basically, it's like, oh, you want that? No, you're gonna pay dearly. Okay. So you have to watch out for that. Ah, no, 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 no. He just got this boss powered up, which means this is gonna be the last fight for one of these guys, and you're the only one left. If he doesn't hit me, I'm gonna have 112. Who you hitting? Of course. And now I've got to, well, see, the bet, stop that. Best thing I can say about that is I now have them all stripped of their armor. Let me poison you. That'll help, like, Smalley in the long run. They get bark skin, though, so they get slightly, they get armor increases, so my job now is just to try and take them out, obviously, which was what it should have been from day one, or move one, which is what you're trying to do. Sorry, I apologize if I'm like over-explaining things. I'm just trying to, I got my mind in like, yeah, I could use red. Okay. Yeah, see now I only get red, brown, and yellow as... Ooh, yellow, thank you. Those are the only ones that my guys can collect, so... Any other match I do is not super helpful. I would like to get my boss cut. If nothing else, if I can at least take the boss out, I've done a great job. You don't need extra turns. You're already kicking my butt. This could be your last hurrah here. Take 9 off you. Yeah, you don't go get poisoned. But you guys are already poisoned, so it's not a big loss. Red. Yes, red. Okay, good. As long as that guy gets another turn, the boss is going down. No, don't get an extra turn. Bye-bye. There we go. Oh, yeah. Surge my mana. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we go. Oh, yes. Oh, it gives me an extra turn. Sometimes you get Like, you get skulls that fall correctly, you know, it's like, hey, that was a pretty good move. Not always. No, because now you get to hit me. Great.
Mana Surge.
Just try to calculate the skulls there. Okay. Red and brown. There's some red. He won't do as... Aw, man, no, don't hit me, don't hit me. Yeah. Well, my main goal was to take out the boss, and I did. The bad thing is that because I didn't clear that, I don't get to up his level, which means I'll only be doing 160 damage to him, but... helps. Every little bit helps. And we will get him taken out. But anyway, I just thought I would share that. Some people might go for most mobile things. Definitely it's on PS4 and Xbox One. But it's definitely a cool puzzle game, and I highly recommend it.